it was singing, and the Rebbe didn't look good. And he was leaning his arm on the stender and just clapping like this, which was very unusual, because Simchas Torah, the Rebbe would work the crowd. And the Rebbe would walk around the platform that he stood on to make sure that every side got his attention and was inspired for joy. But the Rebbe looked very, very pale. And he then made the hakafa very quick, and he turned towards the Mizrach, and then he turned around looking for someone. So my father went over to the Rebbe, and the Rebbe said, "Eibse nit schwer, bring a benkel evgich." So the chair came, and people started to scream, "Wasser, Wasser," to bring water. And Dr. Winch was there. He was a ER doctor from Miami, and he jumped up as well. And he was the first one to say, if I remember correctly, that it's an issue with the heart. Fear and pandemonium gripped us. Fear that something is happening to the Rebbe, and pandemonium, not knowing what to do. And the first reaction was to get everybody out of the shul. But meanwhile, a lot of people ran out, and they broke up all the windows to air. There was a very small crowd that was left, and I wasn't downstairs, whatever happened later, but I heard the hakafas went. I remember the Rebbe walking up the steps, and perhaps it was a foolish thing, but we were all going nuts. We smensch, we never saw this thing, and we didn't know how to deal with it. And we were so worried, so I hid in the zal, and the door was open a crack, and the Rebbe was walking up the steps slowly. And the Rebbe saw me look, and I don't think he was happy. So I pushed myself away, and the Rebbe went into his room, and he closed the door. The doctors that came in the middle of the night and examined the Rebbe said that this could be major. So my father went into the Rebbe and said, since the Rebbe doesn't want to go to the hospital, Efshel soll man da machen dem hospital. And the Rebbe said, yeah.